put together a presentation so that way everybody can, keep updated and figure out what's going on. I wanted to start with our biggest development going up the street and turn right out of Camp-A-Wyle towards the old street that was called Verassa. And it's directly across from like Walgreens there, I guess. And this is what they're putting in. Obviously, over here on the left side, that's Route 19. And then they have a big long boulevard. It's called Eagle Shore Drive. They've changed it a few times, but now it's called Eagle Shore Drive. And the development's now called Sandal Key. They've started on the houses over here in the DR Horton and the KB Homes area. Those two already, if you've been back there, like taking a drive back there, there's quite a few homes already built. I'd say they're maybe about a quarter of the way built right now. Especially the DR Horton homes. Most of those, like if you talk to the ladies, Virginia and I stop over time to time. Most of their lots, about a quarter of their lots are sold. They seem to have a lot of interest. They have pretty big homes and they're priced pretty reasonably, and they're quality homes from, what we could see when we visited and toured their homes. So,
How many price?
they started about $250 for the base models. They're just, like ranch style. Yes.
I did hear there is another fee on top of the homeowners. Oh, if you buy into there, they have another fee on top of that.
Yes.
As it's growing, and that's pretty substantial.
Yes, because of the lagoon. So all the homes that are being built in here will have access to the lagoon. And from the talks of it, the lagoon was going to be pretty large. But as you can see from this picture here that they have, the drawing, the rendering, it's pretty small. I mean, compared to some of their other lagoons that they have, the lagoon that they're actually putting in is going to be pretty small. And I think they have concern about water over in that area. Whitehurst Pond, it looks pretty full in their drawing, but it went from being, filled like Tukey Lake to it's a dry lake bed right now. Whitehurst Pond's completely dry. There's no water in it. It's just a
How's that dry? Like,
well, when they start using that water up, I imagine Lake Tukey's gonna disappear.
I have houses back there.
Well, I mean, Camp-A-Wyle owns pretty far out, our area of Tukey Lake, and next door, Woodland Waters owns a big portion of Tukey Lake as well. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're ever gonna be able to build houses on it or not, but I mean, stranger things have happened. Once they complete the first area over here with the smaller, I'm just calling it the smaller area. They're already putting streets into this DR Horton and KB Homes area, closer to the lagoon. And they just put the street in that would go from the lagoon all the way over into this area. And this area is going to be like 55 and up community, be gated. They'll have 2 gated communities over here. Like it says, active adults area. So all of this will be townhomes and smaller homes for adults, 55 and up. And then obviously it says future residential, all the way down to Star Road and Grass Finch. I'm sure they'll change the names of those roads, so they've changed everything else. But and this butts up right here to the development that's been going on. They started over near Oak Hill Hospital. It's if you're heading up towards Oak Hill from 19, it's on the left-hand side, just before Oak Hill. And when you turn into Oak Hill Hospital, you can go straight back, and there's a big development back where we're putting houses in there also. So it's probably going to be one big thing once they finish it, and the roads will probably connect. So it's cut through to get to 50. It's maybe an easier way. But that's all the update for right now. They have, when I was there a couple days ago, they did they have started on the lagoon. They're pushing sand around, but other than that, there's not much. They put the road in and they're pushing the sand around to make the lagoon shape, but that's as far as they've got. So I don't know when. On the website, they don't really talk about dates or timelines, so I'm guessing they're waiting to see how many houses they sell, or maybe they have a threshold of a minimum of how many houses they need to sell before they start the lagoon. I don't know. Only the builder would know that. But they have put a lot of money into that there, so I think it's just gonna keep growing and growing. Okay. Here's some more information about the Sandal Key. What's going on over there? The top picture is of the lagoon. It's, it's like a big wave pool without the wave. It's kind of a big pool. You can kayak on it, go swimming. They'll have like playground equipment, inflatable playground equipment. They're gonna have water slides that go into it. Cabanas, a big bar, food, Anybody that doesn't live in the area can buy tickets, like day tickets, and they're quite expensive though. Like when you look at other Metro Lagoon, it's like $70 a day, somewhere in there to go for just one day for one person. So I don't know how many people are going to be wanting to go over there and hang out from Camp-A-Wyle. Our pool seems to be just fine. They also have put in a playground. They put in a playground so far and a big Jaws park. They don't have any parking near it, so I don't know who's going to be using it other than if people go on their golf carts over there, like people in their community. And I'm guessing that's to keep out other people from using their facilities. But they do have a very nice playground. They have lots of trails, like walking paths that are all paved, bike trails. It looks really nice over there. So they're doing good jobs. Okay, the next area that I was going to talk about is the canopy. And this is our canopy area. Right here, you can see Publix area, in the parking area. And this is all set to be developed. It's being developed by the Walton Group. There is talk of a Walmart being put in. And it would be going in somewhere around here. This land here is owned by the state. And it's part of like a wildlife, it's owned by the state, so like a state park basically. And it's managed by a big trust that the state has for the park area. Now, whether they would sell any of that off, I don't know. I don't know if they can or not. This is gonna have about 3,000 homes. So, yeah, so it's gonna be a big, big development. And it's gonna have everything from apartments to townhomes to single family houses, 5, 6 bedrooms. I think they're talking like big houses, big houses. Right next to the Publix on the other side, this little piece of property right here, they just started and broke ground on an Ace Hardware and a Wendy's. So, and a Wendy's restaurant. So they just broke ground on that. They should be started working on it in the next couple of weeks, I'm guessing. I talked to the girls at the Dunkin' Donuts when I picked up the donuts, and I asked them about it. And there was rumor they were going to close, but they just decided to stay, and they signed a new lease. So the Dunkin' Donuts is going to stay, and they're putting some more shops are going to go in next to Publix. So they're a great Clips is coming. They're cut shops. And they're trying to fill it in and get new businesses in there. Hopefully a nice restaurant or something that'll go with there. Maybe
Ruth in the Redstone.
Next to the Dunkin' Donuts in the back, like towards the back further, they just broke ground. Like, so I mean, if you ever seen a Wendy's go up, they can go up, they're up in 2 or 3 months. So let's see. So that whole area there is, I mean, they haven't made much changes other than the Wendy's and the Ace actually, breaking ground, so. We picked up that one. Okay, so next one we're gonna talk about is the Glen Lake Commons. Okay, here's our Glen Lakes Commons. So, yeah, okay. And here's the Glen Lakes Commons area, the big pit that they kind of started and it stalled out a little bit. On the developer site, they're still trying to lease out different, the different buildings. There's a hotel that is supposed to be going in, a nursing home, a storage facility, there's supposed to be a tire shop and coffee shop, a bunch of smaller places. I'm sure another mattress store. But that's their idea of what it should look like. I mean, as far as they've gotten is the little street there and the little street there, and it's just a big sand pit. I mean, they keep kind of coming back and cutting down the weeds, but other than that, I think they're having a hard time over there with getting. The other piece of property that's just to left, the phase 2, which it's hard to see. So let me put this over. It's right here where the magnifying glass is, and that would be directly across the street from the Camp-A-Wyle entrance. There's a piece of there's a driveway that goes straight through. There's a piece of property on the left and a piece of property on the right, and those both belong to the same company. And right now they've put them up for sale. It's called phase 2, but they're trying to sell off that land. And part of it was because of drainage. One side of the land is going to have to be used completely for drainage, and that one is the other half of the land, and it's a very small piece. So I don't think anything is ever going to happen with that, which is lucky for that guy that lives back down that driveway. But fine.
And how much property does that man own? The one straight across.
Oh, he owns quite a bit back. A big piece, big piece. Yeah, straight across. And I've heard that he runs some sort of like wild games tours, like people come down and pay a lot of money and to go back and shoot things, right? Is that
Black bears, so we should.
well? Yeah, I mean
So where you go, pay to shoot
you
it,
pay and
stroke the animal and
yeah, it's basically like
that's what they.
he used to have video cameras up, like a website, and he would put food out and draw on the animals that way, and then have it on video camera, like, oh, look what's on my, and it was to advertise his business. And I think he kind of got shut down doing that, got in trouble for doing that. You're not supposed to be.
Can't shoot over.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't feed the
you can't
animal.
like throw out a
Can't
bunch,
raise it, shoot
right,
it.
and then shoot them, and I think that was a lot what was going
And
on.
most,
Right, so, he runs a business like that out there, but I mean, you have to have mega bucks to do what he's doing. But that's his business, the next one we have is the Crystal Waters. Let's see where that. Crystal Waters, okay. The next one we have is Crystal Waters. And this one is another one that's pretty close to Camp-A-Wyle. And the other day they were out. It's directly across from Publix, as you can see. It goes up towards Barassa, but Barassa, the housing development that took over Barassa, the street, and it's now Eagle. They had a big war over that street and being able to connect their streets to the other development. So now they had to put in like their own little entrance and exit, and they can't connect. So they won't be connected to the other development. This is like a totally separate thing. They'll have little parks. All of this area, this is an older picture that they have on their website. All of this, the state came in and told them that they could not put houses all the way out this peninsula, because this is like the beach area that everybody kind of goes to and hangs out at. They're not allowed to touch anything there. They can't cut anything. It's like a wetland, wildlife area, so they had to push everything way back. So even all of these houses right here, the first that would be waterfront houses, the state said, no, you can't build anything there. It has to be left alone. So, all of this too. So this whole thing won't have houses. So they're stuck building them on the interiors. They have, as far as I know, they haven't really done anything with that yet. The man was out behind our house surveying it the other day, a couple days ago, and it looks like they might start something soon. They're not going to pay for another. This is like the third time it's been surveyed. There's a large, as part of Camp-A-Wyle, you can see this all this blue is like wetland area. See, even closer over to here, there's a big wetland that connects up to what would be like Camp-A-Wyle Lake. It's the lake on this side, smaller lake that's kind of mostly dried up right now, but it is wetlands, and in rainy seasons it does come back. We have like a spring behind our house. It's like a little river that runs from back in the woods, like out to Camp-A-Wyle Lake. That's a canopy.
How many houses are they projected? Would it be on the record?
I believe this one's, let's see, it's 128 acres. Let's see what it says here. It's 176 lots. So, I mean, it's another 200 houses, another 200, it's 400 cars. Every family has 2 cars. So it's just more and more traffic. Okay. That's the
What are the little flags up across the big F-lot? I noticed they're not in the
they're
straight
putting
lines.
in high-speed internet. It's fiber optic.
Wow.
So who's doing that?
I forgot.
AT.
Is it AT&T? Yeah.
It's a company called Wow.
Wow.
Isn't
yes.
that the one with Wow, Jake?
Oh, it was actually physically.
Say that Wow one. So maybe AT&T is going to be able for.
They were tapping into the cell tower here.
And then sell them.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
They were over.
Well, they'll figure it all out. I mean, it's just bringing competitor in against Spectrum, so maybe we'll get better rates. Who knows? Like, anything better than just having one company monopolizing theirs. Okay, the next thing we have to talk about is our Taco Bell. And this is,
Can you believe it?
I have a better. So strange. There's a lot of paperwork here from Taco Bell. Let's lose that into. Oops. Here we go.
Back here.
Are we gonna supply our water for Taco Bell or maybe?
Here we go. This is the one we want.
They have to get their own.
Okay, there we go. There you can see this. There you can see this. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the plans for Taco Bell. So you can see Carolyn one. Look at these. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about is because it's very hard to see from the little map here, but this is where Taco Bell is going. It's actually going on the side closest to, closer to the first house on the left, our first real house in Camp-A-Wyle on the left-hand side. And
Things that we should.
Said something to the. This one's.
Yeah, it's across. Words like murder is good.
there's a picture of it.
Okay. That's right. Cool. Yeah.
She doesn't.
I have a better picture. I'm just having trouble finding that to make things up open. I don't know where it went. Okay, this is not it. This is not it. This is the wrong picture. Here.
It's called Grizzly Alpaca.
Here. Site plan. Here we go. Got it.
Here's.
Okay, here it is. Okay. We blow it up.
Yeah, they said, look, no, that. Oh, I thought. Yes.
Okay, here it is. We'll start on this one.
There, 55.
Okay, there we go.
So what is first club? We can have a train that's chosen. Yeah, really,
Okay. All right, here is the site. It's the best one we can have. This is where the Taco Bell is going. You can see the little cars going around. That's the driveway. This is the little cars going around. This right here, this area right here, this is 19. And this is the little sidewalk, going down 19. Right here, this is our entrance to Camp-A-Wyle with our little island. And then you can see Grizzly Bear Lane right here. And then our first house, the first little trailer is right above my little pencil here, right above that green line. They have to put in drainage there. The little squawk box where they talk and they take everybody's order is going to be like right here. And the measurement from that little squawk box to the first trailer's front door is just over 100 feet. Yeah. So, yeah, yes, that's why.
Oh, that is why they're putting them.
Well, that and, you know, they wanna go stay, it's too hard for them to go back and forth, but I mean. If this was gonna be 100 feet from your door, pretty sure that's what. This section over here is still for sale, they still have it for sale, it's gonna be another business or something.
What's that?
The piece of property right here next. Next
Phase-
to,
Phase 3, if we would have
yeah,
continued.
Well, yeah, that whole second.
Yeah.
yes, so this part here is still like up for sale, they're still selling it. This part Taco Bell bought.
But then that's square stuff.
This paperwork is from November, I wasn't able to get December's, I just had this one saved in my documents. But look, they had to make some changes with, which is why it's been delayed a little bit. Because the county said they don't want them making another driveway for just them off of 19. They said, no driveway. So this is now going to go straight across and be a marginal road. It goes right up next to that sidewalk there. And it will connect into our, you know, our exit right here. So they'll have, I'm hoping a stop sign for me to stop and hope they will there. And they'll deposit all of the traffic to our exit.
They also run from the top or.
Right now, it's not showing that they have any entrance or exit out onto Grizzly Bear. Right now, it's showing that the driveway will exit here. And I believe,
Like a front.
yeah, it's like a marginal road, so. Let's see. Is that
But they're gonna call them Chris, so they're.
are planting, you know, some more trees, they're putting in drainage, so, you know, that's a good thing. Here's another picture, it's a little bit better picture of it. This is where they plan to have like a turning lane to turn them out, but the county said no, obviously. You can see the Taco Bell here. The little trailer's right back there, but it's really, really close, and it's gonna be really close to our ag plots.
They're gonna put trees out along.
Yeah, they're putting a few trees here, but they're gonna put trees along. You know, along that, and then over here along the lake.
That's it, not right to you.
Not to my house, no, it'll be the first lot in Camp-A-Wyle, the first one on the left, like over by where the maintenance barn is.
Yeah, okay.
You can even see the driveway for the maintenance barn is right there. So the maintenance barn is right there. The F lot will be right here. So, I mean, it's gonna be pretty noisy up there for everybody trying to sleep, because Taco Bell's open till 4 AM. And then they open right back up at like 6. I don't think they open at 6, but it's pretty early, yeah, 8, because they have breakfast now, so. They start serving at 8 or 9, something like that. But, you know, they're gonna have to be there cooking the breakfast, so. Let me see here. Okay. So there's a picture of, oh, that's where they proposed their turning lane, but all of that got shot down, we had to redraw it. Let's see. No. But I sent the drawings around for, yes,
You said the state, so they couldn't put that road in, their own road?
right. They have to put their own marginal road in.
Is
So
there anything we could do as a community to punish them, like any stand with them?
they have an easement that allows for them to build a road and put it, Jake knows about that probably, but
I understand about the easement, what I'm saying is we as a community petition the state to allow them to put their own engine if they want to, and make it easier on the community.
that's a county problem. It's not really a state, it's a county issue.
It's a state. It's a
Is
state.
it the state? Okay, well, they're not gonna allow, like,
They don't care.
they're not gonna allow it. Like,
It's who has the most money,
um,
really, that's what it boils down to.
There's no direct access ever
right,
from
Yeah, I
that.
know it is.
So it always goes to road frontage
yes,
that way. The state
Yes.
does not allow direct access, state highway.
I mean, even big stores like Target, they have marginal road, you know,
Yeah.
Home Depot has a marginal road.
So.
So they're not gonna allow them to build that, so they have to have the little road put in. And allow,
If you have any idea how soon that's gonna happen.
no, there's still, the last paperwork that was put in was in December and it was all approved, their marginal road was approved. In January, they had to do some paperwork with the easement to allow this property to use this road. But I don't understand a lot of that kind of stuff. But they all settled on all of that, so it should be soon. Yes,
Can I illustrate this about the easement that Camp-A-Wyle is in that property?
yes.
Okay, so last year, we had a lot of questions about it. And first, to say Gemini did a full title search for the property. For me. Search this property all the way back. That property, as well as the store, to find out how and where easements are granted, etc. So what happened for a long time, it was always thought that they did not have an easement off of Bruce Lee Road. And that's because when that property was bought, that day they did a warranty deed for the property. The very same day, somebody probably said, "Oh, by the way, you don't have easement." The attorneys and the landowner drew up a document to grant them an easement. So they were two separate documents. So when the property got sold, this one was referred to and people referred to the original one, but they weren't thinking about this extra one. And that one is legally binding to the land. Well, so that's why for a while that easement wasn't listed on subsequent warranty deeds for that property. Well, apparently the guy that owns this must have had a good legal attorney, or real estate attorney, or titleist do the work. They found what we found was there was an easement granted. So of course it's something, you gotta read it, it's tricky. George helped me a little bit, since there's a document. So the easement they have is on the road, okay? We have an easement that follows the road. That's the only place easement be. That follows the road. And it's the entire length from where you come in, up, and then over to where she's pointing to where that first house is. That whole spot, they have an easement. They can egress in and out with the exception of where there's a light pole. You can't obviously take out a light pole. There used to be a fence up front. They couldn't have gone through where the fence is gone. So they can't, that back end of their property there, where like that light blue is, they can't make an easement back there. They don't own an easement on the back. They only own it as a J-spot. So that is what we found, and they do indeed have a legal easement. That's why people didn't think they did for a long time, because it wasn't real apparent, because these other title companies that were, when they sold it, didn't note it on the new warranty deed, but it doesn't matter, it's still been reported, it's still inclusive. Fine, we can't.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Does it say how many feet from the sidewalk to the roadway is?
Let's see if I can pull it up. Ooh.
That one's to sleep, that's a nice. I told the slates. Right here.
Should be able to scroll up.
There's a what, what kind of picture is it? Oh, let me look. I can scroll left to right, but I can't scroll up. Oh, here it is, I found it.
Yeah.
There it is. There we go. Here we go. Here's the picture of it. Okay, let's see. Is that it?
Yes,
That's the area, right?
yeah, I'm for sidewalk,
The side.
from there to the sidewalk, it's showing you
That's good.
the closest.
Yes,
tree line.
here it is. Well, this is 10. No, what is this? You know, let me go in closer. 2% grade. Well, this is 6. So.
I'm a typical.
Go down.
That's what we do.
That's a lot. Well. They hear temperance. To the back of the front. Not to her. That's much.
Yeah, I'll get it later.
The purchase rate. That'll go up.
What's my legal right there?
Yeah, it's too hard to run this thing before. You flip it to another page. Sorry.
But this on MLS.
What changed?
I can work with this.
Yeah.
That's what, when somebody goes to. So.
Energy building companies.
MLS, it says at our entrance from our property line to the sidewalk is 33.95. So I'm just trying to see if that, how far in that roadway is gonna come in the Camp-A-Wyle. I think it's gonna be
It's one of the better ones.
maybe on the property line.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm talking about towards it.
Toward ours,
Yeah, not the furthest towards, yeah.
not to this side.
Yeah.
No, to the other one, right here.
To this way. Okay, let me look. Okay, that doesn't go that far over. There's a picture of it, if anybody wants to see what it's gonna look like. It's like, yeah, that's the color picture of it. That's the back. There's the sides and the fronts. Just a little teeny Taco Bell. Let's see. Lots of drawings.
Who bought it? Oh, Taco Bell?
Yeah.
You bought it there? It's still up.
No, it's for sale.
Oh, it's still up. But yeah, it'll be bought. Second Taco Bell.
Oh, so they partitioned it then, huh?
Yes, they divided it in half.
I did it with that. Anyway, we have a.
There.
What do you got to do next? They're gonna survey there?
Probably be like, size property. I don't know. You got first year. Also figured out. I just very. My rooms. In summer. That's all my rental trades. Yeah. Yeah. It's just sad.
38 feet
That
Always says.
that's not a lot.
And remember.
to our property
It's,
line at the exit.
How big was small? We can do t-shirts, the greatest settlers, and one of the other countries.
Yeah.
So yeah. See more. They had,
That's something I can't part. So from Taco Bell to over here, it's like about 200 feet. From here to here, based off of this measurement. About 200 feet. And from this little, from this building to here, I think it's 100 feet. That's what yeah, is there a way for me to send these PDF files to you? I can just send them.
Yeah, just a chair,
Okay. Yeah.
top right corner. No, says share on.
Oh, share, there, I'll see that. Okay, share. Okay, there.
Yes. So.
Email
Okay, yeah.
Jake at Camp-A-Wyle.
Yeah.
That work?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do it.
Camp-A-Wyle.org, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do I have to do it to all of them or
They probably should.
things?
It should have, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, measuring tool.
I mean,
MLS. I was wondering.
Yeah.
This is the first.
First one.
This is our process.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering how far we are from here to there.
All over the states.
We've got a mistake.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Pay for them to measure the sell price.
We're wondering nothing farther. That's it.
So that's what they're concerned.
That's where, what's there?
That it's.
This is. This is the property still available, that's right. Yeah, they're putting it out there.
Mhm.
So that, right, those people first.
Yes.
Drainage is that. That was, that was over that billboard, that's. Yeah, that's the first lot right there, the pond. This would be something out here. Separate person. Yeah.
No, it stops right here. Oh, yeah, that was part of that. This is still.
Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. Read from my. That they have.